Why is the sky blue? You may have heard it reflects the ocean. That is completely wrong. The real reason is a single equation, and that same equation explains why sunsets glow red, why the sky is not violet, even though violet scatters even more than blue, and why the sky on Mars is the exact opposite of ours. One equation. Let's unpack it. Start with sunlight. Sunlight looks white, but white is every color mixed together. It arrives at the top of our atmosphere as a straight, blazing beam. And the atmosphere is mostly empty space, sparsely sprinkled with molecules of nitrogen and oxygen. To reach your eye, the light has to thread its way through all of them. Here is what happens at each molecule. A light wave is an oscillating electric field. When it hits a molecule far smaller than its own wavelength, it jiggles the molecule's electrons, and the molecule re-radiates that light back out in all directions. This is called scattering. But the crucial fact, the entire heart of this video, is that the strength of this scattering depends violently on the wavelength of the light. This is Rayleigh's law. The intensity of scattering is proportional to 1, divided by the wavelength, raised to the 4th power. 1 over lambda to the 4th. Now, blue light has a wavelength about 1.7 times shorter than red light. Raise 1.7 to the 4th power, and you get roughly 10. Blue light scatters about 10 times more strongly than red light. 10 times. So picture yourself looking up at a patch of empty sky, anywhere away from the sun. What are you actually seeing? You're seeing scattered light, light that was bounced sideways toward your eye by molecules. And because blue scatters 10 times harder than red, that bounced light is overwhelmingly blue. Blue light is being ricocheted toward you from every direction in the sky at once. The whole dome glows blue. But wait, violet light has an even shorter wavelength than blue. By Rayleigh's law, it should scatter even more. So why is the sky not violet? 2 reasons, and they are both real. First, the sun simply emits less violet light than blue. And second, your eyes. You have 3 types of color cone, and they are far more sensitive to blue than to violet. The pure physics says violet. Your biology overrules it and says blue. Now, sunset. At sunset, the sun is low, and its light skims through the atmosphere at a shallow, grazing angle. It travels through a vastly longer column of air to reach you. Along that long path, essentially all of the blue light gets scattered away off to other people's skies. What survives the journey, what finally punches through to your eye, is the red and the orange. A sunset is simply the leftover light. And Mars? Mars has a thin atmosphere choked with fine, suspended dust. Those dust grains are much larger than air molecules, so they scatter light by completely different rules. The result, the daytime Martian sky is a dusty butterscotch brown, while Martian sunsets glow an eerie blue, the exact mirror image of Earth. Same physics, different particles, different lambda. The color of your sky is a competition, and the prize is your eye. 1 over lambda to the 4th power, decided molecule by molecule, billions upon billions of times over your head, every single second of daylight. The sky is not really blue. The sky is just far, far better at bouncing blue toward you than anything else. If this surprised you, hit like and subscribe. Counterintuitive science every week.